Have you ever wondered why the universe seems to test some people more than others? Why some souls face storms that could shatter anyone else, yet emerge stronger, wiser, almost chosen? The truth is, the universe doesn't pick favorites randomly. It gives its toughest lessons to the chosen ones. But what does that really mean? And how can understanding this cosmic pattern change the way you see your own struggles? Today, we're diving deep into the unseen forces shaping destinies, the invisible hand that guides those meant for extraordinary paths, and why the universe's harshest challenges might actually be the highest honor. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast cosmic ocean. Waves crash relentlessly, each one a test, each one a lesson, and only those willing to face the storm head-on discover the treasures hidden beneath the surface. That ocean is life, and the storm is the universe's way of refining its chosen souls. But how does it decide who will face these trials, and why do they seem so unbearable at times? To understand this, we need to look at patterns that stretch far beyond our everyday lives, across history, across civilizations, and even within the very fabric of our cosmos. There is a consistent principle. Those who are meant to make a profound impact often experience the greatest resistance. Think about the stars themselves. Every massive star must endure immense pressure in its core before it can shine brilliantly in the night sky. Without that pressure, without that struggle, it would never achieve its luminous potential. Humans, in many ways, are no different. The universe applies its pressure, sometimes in subtle whispers, other times in overwhelming force, not to punish but to prepare. It's almost as if each challenge is a carefully calibrated exercise designed to stretch your abilities, your patience, and your resilience. The chosen ones, those who will go on to affect the world in meaningful ways, are tested with problems that feel unsolvable. But hidden within those problems are lessons that only the brave, the persistent, and the aware can uncover. For example, consider the concept of entropy in physics, the natural tendency for systems to move toward disorder. Life mirrors this principle. Without the universe's challenges, without the chaos, there would be no growth, no evolution, no spark of genius emerging from adversity. What feels like misfortune is often a necessary force, reshaping your mind, your perspective, and even your soul. Here asks the question: have you ever noticed that people who achieve greatness often have histories marked by struggle? The inventors, the thinkers, the pioneers of our world, they weren't shielded from hardship. Many lost everything, faced rejection, isolation, or near impossible odds. And yet, that crucible of difficulty was precisely what honed them. The universe, in its mysterious wisdom, sometimes asks, can you withstand the weight of what you're meant to create? And if you, though the rewards, though perhaps not material, are profound, the universe doesn't operate on timelines that make sense to human eyes. What seems like unfair suffering or inexplicable setbacks is often the universe aligning events, forcing a redirection that ensures the chosen ones grow into their full potential. Think of it like a sculptor working with marble. Each strike of the chisel might look like destruction, but it's part of revealing the masterpiece hidden within. Life's seemingly random blows are not punishments. They are sculpting tools. They reveal your inner strength, your creativity, your capacity for courage. Here's a twist. Sometimes, the hardest lessons arrive not as external events, but through internal confrontation. The universe challenges the chosen ones to face themselves, their fears, doubts, ego, and limiting beliefs. Have you ever felt trapped in a mental loop, questioning why life seems so difficult for you? That loop itself is a test. The universe is saying, before you can shine outward, you must master the inner landscape. And what's fascinating is that this internal struggle is often invisible to the outside world. No one sees the battles fought in silence, the nights of doubt and introspection, the moments when giving up would have been easier. These private trials are the crucibles that define true greatness. Visualize a black hole. To the casual observer, it's simply a point of destruction, a void. But to the matter falling in, it's a journey through unimaginable pressure and gravity, reshaping everything about it. When it emerges or theoretically sends out energy in phenomena like Hawking radiation, it's transformed. Human challenges, in some ways, work the same way. The pressure transforms you, even if you cannot yet see the result. And here's another layer. Timing. The universe doesn't follow our schedules. Sometimes the chosen ones endure years, decades even, of hardship before the lesson becomes clear. It's not cruelty, it's precision. Just as a gardener waits for the right season to bloom, the universe waits for the right moment to reveal the fruits of your trials. And those fruits are not always tangible. They can be clarity, wisdom, empathy, resilience, or even an ability to perceive reality on a deeper level. In fact, many of the world's most profound thinkers and leaders cite moments of intense struggle as pivotal turning points, to moments when they realized their purpose. Here's a statistic that might surprise you. Research in psychology shows that post-traumatic growth, a measurable increase in personal strength, appreciation for life, and deeper relationships occurs in those who have faced extreme adversity. The universe, in its own way, engineers these moments to cultivate growth, to reveal the chosen one's latent potential. Now, you might be asking yourself, how can I know if I'm one of these chosen ones? The truth is, you may not recognize it at first, but there are signs. A life that feels unusually challenging, moments of inexplicable setbacks, or repeated patterns that seem designed to test your patience all can be markers. The key is how you respond. Will you succumb to frustration, bitterness, and despair? Or will you look for the lesson, the opportunity hidden within the storm? Every challenge contains a paradox. It can break you, or it can become the very thing that makes you extraordinary. And here's where science and mysticism often intersect. Quantum physics suggests that observation changes outcomes. Could it be that the chosen ones, by consciously facing their struggles, are actively shaping their reality? By enduring, by learning, by transforming, they align with the universe's subtle currents, ultimately manifesting their highest potential. Consider this. The universe is not a random chaos. It is a vast, intricate web of cause and effect, feedback loops, and cosmic timing. Every challenge, every setback, every moment of doubt is a thread in that tapestry. Those threads appear harsh, but they're intentional. They are the universe's way of ensuring that the chosen ones don't just survive, they thrive, and in doing so, uplift the world around them. Let's take a moment to visualize it. Imagine a phoenix. Before it rises from the ashes, it must burn completely, relinquishing its former form. Only through fire does it achieve its rebirth. The universe works similarly. The chosen ones are often forged in flames, be it emotional, intellectual, or spiritual, before emerging renewed, capable of illuminating paths for others. And sometimes, the universe's lessons are disguised as failures. Did you know that Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Each failure was a universe-orchestrated lesson, a necessary step toward invention. Imagine if Edison had never been tested, never confronted repeated failures. We might never have had the electric light bulb. History is filled with examples where extreme challenges preceded extraordinary breakthroughs. The pattern is clear. The universe gives its heaviest burdens to those capable of bearing the demand. The results can be world-changing. Now, let's talk about perspective. Often, chosen ones don't recognize their trials as lessons until much later. The universe operates in layers, and the first layer is raw. Experience pain, frustration, confusion. The second layer, only visible in hindsight, is insight. The third layer, the deepest, is transformation. Think about an ocean storm. In the moment, it feels terrifying, unmanageable. But months later, a sailor might recall the storm as the event that honed their skills, sharpened their instincts, and prepared them for challenges they never imagined. The universe works in the same way. And here's an important point. The toughest lessons are rarely obvious. They are subtle, hidden in the folds of everyday life. A failed relationship, a career setback, a betrayal, a health challenge, each can be the universe's quiet way of saying, grow here, learn here, prepare here. The chosen ones learn to read these signals, to perceive the hidden meaning in their struggles, and to transform adversity into advantage. This requires awareness, patience, and sometimes a willingness to embrace discomfort. Here's a metaphor. Imagine a seed buried deep under soil. Darkness, pressure, and the weight of the earth seem unbearable. Yet, these conditions are precisely what allow the seed to develop roots, to anchor itself, and to eventually break through into sunlight. The universe buries its chosen ones under trials so that when the time comes, they will rise strong, grounded, and ready to bloom in ways the world never anticipated. And there is a final twist. The universe's lessons are not just for personal gain. Often, the chosen ones are challenged so that they can serve a greater purpose. By facing intense trials, they develop empathy, insight, and resilience that can inspire and uplift countless others. The suffering is not meaningless. It's a form of preparation, a way to equip individuals with the capacity to impact the collective consciousness. The universe is essentially conducting a silent experiment on growth, resilience, and human potential, and the chosen ones are at the forefront of this grand design. So, if you're feeling overwhelmed by challenges, take a moment to consider this perspective. Your struggles might be proof that you're on a path destined for significance. The universe is not punishing you. It is shaping you. Each trial is a lesson, each obstacle a mentor, each heartbreak a guidepost. The question is, will you recognize the pattern? Will you rise through the pressure, harness the lessons, and step into the extraordinary life the universe is preparing for you? Remember, the night sky is filled with stars that endured billions of years of cosmic pressure to shine. Your journey may not be easy, but it is purposeful. The universe gives its toughest lessons to the chosen ones. And if you're facing storms, it might just mean you are being prepared for brilliance beyond imagination. And as you navigate this path, embrace curiosity, courage, and resilience. Reflect on your challenges as messages, as catalysts, and as invitations from the universe to become who you were truly meant to be. And now, here's a question for you. Looking back at your own life, can you identify the moments when the universe was testing you? Can you see the invisible hand guiding you, shaping your resilience, honing your purpose? Share your reflections in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else to see their struggles differently. If you found this perspective illuminating, give this video a thumbs up. Share it with someone who might need this message. And subscribe to Cosmic Horizon Hub for more journeys into the mysteries of the universe, where science, insight, and cosmic wisdom collide. Remember, the universe's toughest lessons are not punishments. They are the forge of greatness. Stay curious, stay brave, and keep exploring, because your trials may just be the proof that you are one of the chosen ones.